Today is July 6th, and on July 2nd is the halfway point in the year. 182 days before that and 182 days after that. At that point, I was just shy of 1,000 miles for the year. I think I was 6 short, 194, or 994. And on Saturday, I passed it. I went flying by it with 30 miles. And I think I'm on pace at this point to hit 2,000 for the year. Scott has hit 2,000 miles a year for at least 3 years, and for potentially 4. And right now, I'm a little ahead of Scott. It's not a competition. It's just where things are. Last year I went a little crazy and thought, oh, I'll totally get 2,000 in. But little did I know I was going to be running so much I'd blow myself up in June. I'm going to have to look up to see how many miles I had in, because I think I had 1,000 in before I had the big blow up in June. When I went back and looked at last year, I had over 1,200 by the end of June. Then I had practically nothing the rest of the year. That's what overrunning will do for you. Might be time to pause and do a little mid-year calculation. I haven't been tracking my running near as obsessively as I had the previous 2 years. But I'm halfway through the year. It might be worth it to take a look. With some quick math, to make sure I stay on target, I need to do 38.5 miles per week. Now that first week of the year was only 3 days long, so that was just 16 and a half miles. And if you do that, the halfway point is 27 weeks, 26 and a half weeks. And out of those 27 time periods, I've exceeded the goal 12 and come under the goal 15. But overall, I'm above. I've had 4 weeks where I had over 60 miles and 2 that I was within a mile or 2 of a 70-mile week. If I'd known that, maybe I could have pushed a little bit more and hit that 70 miles. But those 60-mile weeks, the first one, Scott and I ran 50K. That was fantastic. The second one was when I broke the most known loops out at Schaus. Then Leia and I ran the QT 50-miler, and just this last week I did a back-to-back 30 miles and then 20 miles in preparation for my upcoming race at Burning River. Total all those up, and target-wise I should be at 1,017. Yeah, 1,017. Right now I'm at 1,043. I'm on track to finally break 2,000. It's Wednesday, July 7th, and I've had a big morning of activity. We're 16 days away from Burning River. And I went to strength training class at Phys Ed KC. Then I came out to English Landing and ran 5 miles. And at the end of my run, a guy stopped me and said, hey, we ran Gobbler Grind together. He was running the half marathon and I was running the marathon, and I was pacing that event. And I was like, oh yeah. Couldn't remember each other's names, so reintroduced ourselves, and it was kind of cool. Bob was, he just recently turned 70 and is still running strong. He's going to be running the Kansas City Marathon. Got me thinking about when I used to do a lot more pacing for smart pacing and how rewarding that is, and the fact that he could remember me all this time. It was kind of a cool encounter. Pretty riveting stuff, isn't it? 31.
Probably gonna get a lot of new subscribers.
Like that.